Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to the Gaining Grounds. Before I begin this video, just a reminder, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to like this video, like it now, like it during the video, or like it at the end. I do not care when you like it, as long as you like it before you go. Doing something a little different today. We're tackling a serious issue. I think it's a topic we need to discuss. We're going to be talking about a YouTube creator by the name of Monty. For those of you familiar with the Foodie Beauty universe and all things Chantal, aka Foodie Beauty, you will recognize his name. For those of you who do not know about Foodie Beauty and need a little bit of background information, I'm going to give you a quick recap as to who Monty is. So Monty, as I said, is a YouTube creator. He has 4 channels: Stories from the Internet, Monty After Dark, Monty's Inner Thoughts, and Monty versus Minty. Looking through all 4 channels, you'll find that his main focus does appear to be Foodie Beauty and all of the surrounding players, for example, Nada, Didi, Roman, and so forth. But you'll also see a video here and there touching on other people, such as Tammy Slayton and Dragon Lord Frodo. If you don't know who Foodie Beauty is, just type her name into the YouTube search bar and you will be provided with hours and hours, actually probably days of entertainment. The good news is you don't need to know who she is or any of the other people that Monty covers in order for this video to make sense to you, so let's proceed. On March 25th, 2022, this tweet and the attached video clip appeared on Twitter. It's a 19-second clip with no audio, and the tweet implies that Monty is disciplining someone or something. Here's the clip. In a second tweet, that same user includes a screenshot from a live chat associated with that video clip, and they circled a specific chat that reads, "Did you just punch something? LOL." As far as I can see, nothing came of this tweet, video clip, and screenshot, and everyone continued on business as usual. Fast forward to September 5th, 2022. A user by the name of Reality Check retweeted the original tweet from March with the following caption: "From the vault. Monty punching his cat because Kitty brushed up against his sound controls and muted him. What a lovely man." This time around, people took notice and began quote tweeting the video clip with their own thoughts. One user took the clip, added a few captions, and slowed it down. Let's take a look. You don't actually see what he's doing because it takes place off screen. There is a point in the video where something briefly appears to the right of his name, but it's hard to tell what it is. It could be the cat walking behind him, but it could also be part of Monty's hand, a finger, or a thumb. As I mentioned earlier, no one seemed to take notice in March, but now the clip has people talking and wondering what it was he was doing, because it does look like he's exerting force as if he's punching down or slapping something, and people now believe the something was his cat. Monty noticed all the hoopla, and he jumped in to defend himself. "Calm down, everyone. It seems many thought I had hit Martha, but what happened was this. She likes to brush up against boxes, and I thought I heard boxes were about to fall, so I had to lunge reflexively in order to not have them fall on her. Luckily, they didn't shift or fall." He then added, "Furthermore, I am having to look down more frequently these days because not only does she mess with my boxes constantly, but she always plays with cords attached to my equipment that could land on her head. So once again, if I lunge, I am protecting her, not hurting." Well, this person wasn't buying it. That wasn't a soft swat to protect your cat. It was an annoyed slap at your cat. Don't gaslight us, Monty. I was once a supporter, but you've shown your true colors. Your whole channel was a cash grab. You sought out a topic that you knew would make money. That's all you're in it for. It turns out that clip was from a stream titled "Foodie Beauty was beezing on Patreon" in "I Have Things on My Mind," which he streamed on his Stories from the Internet channel on March 17th, 2022. The video is still up, but when you go to watch it, you may notice something odd. Take a look.
All right. Okay, you guys can hear me. My audio is going to be messed up for a while. I don't know what is going on with my cable systems.
It appears Monty has since edited the live stream since it originally aired. Why would he do that? People arguing that he did in fact hit his cat will say he removed it to delete the evidence so he wouldn't be questioned about it later on. It could also be a possibility that Monty's a perfectionist. While 20 to 30 seconds of no audio might not affect most creators, maybe it affected him and he wanted to go in there, clean it up, so he could deliver a clean live stream to his channel subscribers and his channel members. Let me tell you what I think. I've watched the stream a few times now, both in real time and in slow motion, and I'm sorry, that does not look like the action of someone trying to stop a pile of boxes from falling down on his cat. If anything, using the amount of force it looks like he used, to me anyway, would achieve the opposite. It would have sent those boxes flying in the opposite direction. Also, he reaches down really low, which begs the question, is he sitting really high up? Because if he's sitting in a normal chair at a normal height, I'm not sure he would have had to have reached down that far, and I'd expect to see the top of at least one box as he fumbled to keep them from falling. Speaking of, he doesn't even really fumble, does he? He manages to stop a pile of boxes from falling with one swift move of his hand. And again, he's using force that seems to be pushing or punching down. If I had a pile of boxes next to me and they were about to fall onto one of my dogs, I imagine the ordeal would last longer than 1 or 2 seconds to resolve. I think I'd lean over. I'd actually probably lean over. I'd lean back because I'd want to keep the boxes from falling in my direction and not swat them in another direction. And I would think my hands would be higher and you'd see them flailing around. If you're having to go that low to keep any boxes from falling on your cat, how high was that tower? The tower of boxes couldn't have been that high, which tells me it doesn't pose a risk to your cat. It doesn't sit right with me. And another thing I found odd was the second tweet in his response. If the wires are that sensitive and prone to being unplugged or tampered with, why would you have a pile of boxes sitting around that could spill over and knock those wires out at any time? You would think that you would have a clean work environment where you'd have no obstacles that not only your cat could knock over, but that you could potentially knock over, taking out your wires and ruining your stream. As far as being worried that the cat could get entangled in the wires and pull equipment out, something else I find very hard to believe. Looking at all the equipment I have, if I were to trip on a wire, the wire would just unplug from my laptop. I've never seen or accidentally pulled on a wire that's taken the laptop with me. It usually comes out of the laptop and the laptop stays in place. Now that's not saying it's not a possibility with his setup, but if you're that concerned with the cat being injured, why not tie all the wires together, use some Velcro, and then Velcro it to either the side of your desk or the side of your machine or whatever is next to that. So that way you could keep it cleaner and you wouldn't have to worry about the cat pulling any wires or possibly bringing down any equipment. I think he started his live stream, he was talking, didn't realize he had no audio until maybe 20, 30, 40 seconds in. Either somebody in chat told him, or maybe he didn't. Maybe he noticed his meters weren't moving on whatever software he uses to go live, and he got irritated, and something happened. Unfortunately, we'll never know for sure because the fact that he had no audio is kind of a saving grace at this point. Clearly, if he had hit the cat, we'd be able to hear that, but we don't know for sure what he does with his hand, so he could technically say whatever he needs to. In this case, he was saving boxes from falling, and there's really nothing we can do to prove him wrong. We just have to take him at his word, and he knows that. I'm sorry, but the story doesn't make sense to me because the actions don't line up with the story he's telling. But what do you think? Comment down below. Do you think he was just innocently saving his cat from a pile of boxes for potential doom? Or do you think something more sinister happened that he's trying to cover up? Oh, and Monty, if you happen to see this, I'm not Kate Winslet. I don't need to be anonymous. In fact, I've already been doxxed. So if you do strike this video or put any strikes on this channel, I will fight them and I will win. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you have yet subscribed to my channel, please do so by clicking the subscribe line down below. Click the bell next to it to be alerted every time I upload new content. Go to give this video a thumbs up. Giving this video and other videos on my channel a thumbs up means you like my videos. We like my videos means you like my channel. We like my channel. My channel grows. And feel free to share this video on others on social media. I also have a Discord link down below. Feel free to join us there. You can chat with other members of the Gaining Ground world, Gaining Ground land, Gaining Ground island, whatever. Or you don't have to chat. You could just simply use it to be notified every time I upload, because it does let everybody in Discord know that I've uploaded. So when the YouTube fails you, Discord will have your back. As always, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking, and most of all, thank you for watching. And until next time.